Hello everyone, well here we go again. It's time to begin the GWV Christmas Countdown. Wow, it's here we go. Can you believe it? Another year has rolled around and we're beginning our official Christmas Countdown. And I shall get on with that for you very shortly. We're going to be attempting to pin down the weather for Christmas over the next 25 updates that I have penciled in. It's going to be an epic journey between now and the final 25th update, which will be on Christmas Eve. That needs to be weekend forecast that we always do on Christmas Eve. Going to be epic, going to be great. I hope you enjoy it. Sit back, relax, enjoy. Get yourself a glass of mulled wine, maybe a mince pie. I don't know. It might be a bit early for that. But, we're going to get on with Christmas Countdown in a second. Just saying, first video release was our 7 AM broadcast with Release USA forecast and 10 to 14 days as well. Please check out all of those videos if you'd like to do that. We're premiering this Thursday update, so I'm watching this with all of you in the premiere. I hope we're all having a good time. Hopefully we are. And, what are you all saying? I'm recording this, well in advance. I wonder what you're all saying in the premiere. I wonder. Hello to all of you watching this in the premiere and those of you watching afterwards. Thank you so much to Richard for the amazing Christmas Updates gift. I love it, Rich. Absolutely fantastic Christmas Updates gift. As always, my friend. If that doesn't get everybody in the mood for Christmas, I don't know what will. So thank you so much, Richard Traw, for the fabulous Christmas Updates gift. I love it! Right, okay, let's start moving over to Vitamin. So the big change from this year's Christmas Updates is that we're not looking at Mr. Seller. We're looking at the CFS at Veta, because that's where we was looking, for our sneaky peekies during October. We have done a couple of sneaky peekies before this official beginning of the Christmas Countdown. So I thought, it worked out okay, so why not just carry that on? So here we go. We're moving over to West Essential. Just to say what we're going to be doing with this. So we're looking at the CFS V2 extended model at VetaCentral.de. It's a 12Z run, so we always endeavour to use the same run all of the time. And then we cannot be accused of cherry picking any particular outcome. It's just a way that these are coming out as we do these updates in succession. Occasionally we may have to switch to another one, because it's run 4 times a day. Occasionally we might have to switch to another model run if something's gone wrong with that particular individual 12Z run. But that's quite rare. Generally, we are able to stick with the same 12Z run all the time. And then we can't be told off. If it comes out cold, then that's just how it's come out. If it comes out mild, that's how it comes out. We can't be told off for cherry picking any particular outcome. 12Z all the time is what we attempt to use with this. Of course, we can't pin down the exact weather for Christmas. It's too far away to be able to tell you that when it's going to do this and this at 3 PM on Christmas Day afternoon. Much too far away that. So we're looking for trend of the extended CFS model beginning sort of early December and running through to early January is a general idea with this. If we see the same scenario cropping up time after time, then we're able to say that we're going to trend. Sometimes we don't get a trend. So sometimes, we will just swing wildly from run to run to run, and update to update. Other times we do have a trend. Last year we had a trend for rather colder Christmas, and that did kind of verify. I think Christmas Update did quite well last year. With the CFS regularly picking out like a colder Christmas. We did have a cold Christmas. It wasn't particularly cold. Christmas wasn't severely cold, frozen, Dickensian Christmas, but it was a cold Christmas compared to what I've had before. It's the coldest Christmas since 2010. So maybe this year we'll be able to go one better, have a proper cold, snowy Christmas. Would be nice if we could, wouldn't it? But we'll just see how these updates go as we go along. Right, okay, so I think that's pretty much everything that I've got to tell you. So, this was generated midday on Tuesday, the 2nd of November, CFS extended at Veta, and here we go, shall we do it? Let's start the Christmas Countdown. So, we're beginning on the first day of December, which is looking mild on this CFS run, big area of high pressure over Central Europe, and we're dragging up like a very mild southwest wind. By the way, I haven't not seen it, so I have no idea how it's going to come out. I'm going to discover it with all of you. Right, low pressure tries to come in on the 2nd of December, but that's very quickly pushed away as this area of high pressure builds up from the south. So the first week of December looking very anti-cyclonic, mainly dry, technically mild, but, could be quite cold from frost and fog. Just depends on the exact nature of the air mass. But definitely like an anticyclonic opening to December. High pressure begins to pull away a little bit on the 8th of December, starting to allow something a little bit cooler and more unsettled into the north of Scotland. Then we're up to the 10th of December, so we've got high pressure into our west, low pressure over Scandinavia. Let's bring a big northerly plunge into Scandi, so wintry there. We're on the periphery of that, not overly cold, but maybe a little bit chilly and a little bit showery with northwesterly winds. Now, as we move on through that second week of December, we're up to 12th December now, we start pulling something a little bit colder from the north. A rather colder northerly begins to start digging in. With that, high pressure begins to slip down towards Spain and Portugal. So that will bring some wintry showers into the northern half of the country. I think it's only going to be fleeting, only a fleeting little cold snap, and then we'll bring low pressure in of the Atlantic. We have got a big cold pool, though, you'll notice, sitting over Scandinavia and northeast Europe. I wonder where that might come into play later on in the update. We'll find out, but at the moment, we're up to the 14th, 15th of December, and low pressure's coming in. So that's bringing cloud outbreaks of rain and milder temperatures in from off the Atlantic Ocean. So after a high pressure dominated opening to December, by mid-December we're going wet and windy. Right, into the second half of December, beginning to run up towards the pre-Christmas period. It looks like low pressure is starting to dig southwards just a little bit. High pressure, high pressure is beginning to build, you'll notice, over Greenland and Iceland, starting to look quite interesting, beginning to pull in something a little bit colder from the east into the northern half of the country. That could bring some snow to Scotland there. Rain, most likely, with that area of low pressure down in the south. That low pressure then gets out of the way. High pressure builds in behind it. That's quite a cold ridge of high pressure. So that will bring frosty cold conditions as we're a week before Christmas, 18th of December. Now, high pressure is going to slip southeastwards, I think, and allow low pressure and milder air to return from off the Atlantic. So, pre-Christmas now, running up to the big day. We're at the 20th of December with high pressure over France and Germany. Low pressures around Iceland. We're drawing what could be a very mild southwesterly wind, actually. So, pre-Christmas, we're going really mild. And then we go from 21st to 22nd of December, beginning to get flatter. This first update's going to be a mild Christmas. I think I can't see much of a route to calm from there. So this is 22nd of December with high pressure to our south, low pressure around Iceland going flatter and bringing in the air from off the Atlantic. That's the eve of Christmas Eve, 23rd of December. Again, low pressure around Iceland, high pressure around Spain and Portugal, looking very westerly, pretty mild and wet when you're that. That's Christmas Eve itself, which is looking very mild on this first Christmas update. I wonder what everybody's saying in the live chat on this premiere. I wonder. I can imagine. So, yeah, we're looking properly mild there on Christmas Eve with high pressure over France, low pressure around Iceland, and winds are being drawn up from the southwest. That is Christmas Day. Again, looks really mild that with high pressure over France, down to Spain and Portugal, low pressure is towards Iceland and Greenland, and we're dragging in the wind still from that very mild southwest direction. Boxing Day is also mild, so all 3 days of Christmas on this first Christmas update looking mild with proper southwesterly winds. I told you that they just come out as they come out. You know, there's no cherry picking with this. It's whatever the model is doing on the day, but we're doing the update, but we go with. That is like 27th of December. Looks exceptionally mild, that. Bringing up the air from the Azores. That is a true long fetch southwest. That's going to be that could get the temperature into like 14 or 15 degrees with a little bit of phone effect. There would be a lot of rain in the northwest, of course, but that's an exceptionally mild 27th of December. We go out beyond that to the 28th to 29th of December. The high pressure pulls out to the west, but we're not going to get any cold weather with this. Not before New Year, anyway. A little bit cooler at this point, but it's, you know, it's still a mild air mass that we're under with that area of high pressure. And then we go to New Year itself, so this is like New Year's Eve, and we're beginning to go a little bit zonal now in the northern latitude. Those purple colours turning up over Greenland, so turning properly zonal here. And, yeah, looking mild as well, very mild for New Year's Eve. New Year's Day looks like that with this southwest run. So it remains the case that it's pretty mild. Not as mild on New Year's Day. No one of these days are a little bit cooler than other days. But overall, this is a mild period throughout from beginning to end. Now, just beyond Christmas, we start to pull wind in from the north. So we get a little bit of a northerly snap there. I don't think it's going to last very long. next low pressure coming back in from off the Atlantic, and as we run through that first week of January, again, it's all looking very, very Atlantic driven. Bit of a northerly blast there as we get through to the 8th, 9th of December. So maybe starting to get a little bit colder then as we move into, starting to get a little bit colder as we move through the first half of January. Winter begins to bite with high pressure, in the middle of the Atlantic out to Iceland and Greenland, winds turning into the northeast. So we do get much, much colder. That's as far as I'm going to go. Go any further than that. That's the 15th of January. We do eventually unleash it and we turn probably cold. I might as well show you the upper air temperatures with that because why not? So here we go with the upper air temperatures through the opening first half of January, and you'll see that minus 10 celsius ice pushing through as we go up to the 13th, 14th, 15th of January, becoming bitterly cold, around the middle part of January. So we do get it, but it's well after Christmas. And so let's just go back to the GIF. So the upshot is, update number 1 of the Christmas Countdown is very mild. There's no getting away from that. We might get it cold eventually. It does get there. In the end, it gets there by the middle of January. But update number 1 for Christmas itself is very mild. So that's it. That's the first Christmas update in the can. The Christmas Countdown has begun. Now, we're going to do, so we've got 25 of these to do. It's going to be a long journey. And it's going to be interesting to see how this develops as we go along. Will this be the trend of this year's Christmas updates for a mild Christmas and then cold biting into January? Or could we get a cold Christmas? Will this be the year that delivers us our first genuinely cold and snowy Christmas since 2010? It's going to be fascinating to see, and we'll find out together. The second Christmas update could be released on Saturday. So initially, up to the middle of November, Christmas updates are relatively spaced out, just a couple of weeks. From the middle of November onwards, the Christmas updates will then become very regular, and sort of every other day regular, to get all of those in. But up to the middle of November, the Christmas updates are relatively spaced out. So the next second update will be released on Saturday, probably around 7 p.m. in the evening. Not a premiere, well, we know premieres after this one, but, regular updates around 7 p.m. in the evenings, and that's the plan. Anyway, that's the idea. So there we go. That is your first Christmas 2021 update. I hope you enjoyed it, everybody. Thank you so much, Rich, for the incredible Christmas updates gift. And, I shall stop the video there. And update number 2 of Christmas Countdown will be on Saturday. So we shall see you then for the next installment. But for this first update of Christmas Countdown, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.